Welcome to the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast. There's not a lot going on in MMA, but we're going to give you a show anyway.
I'm going to give you what we got. We got 3 weeks off, no fights. First time that's happened in a long time. There's been fights every weekend, which part of I was like, all right, this is too many fights, but now there's no fights. I'm like, well, fuck, we have a job now about this, so we have to have stuff to talk about. So
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't like 3
No.
weeks,
3 weeks is a little much.
but I like the break. So one big piece of news: Ben Askren retired. I think a lot of people expected that. He got knocked out in 5 seconds by Masvidal, and then he got tapped out by Maya, which was a good fight. But both of those fights kind of showed where he's at. Obviously, like the Masvidal fight, he just got knocked out real fast, but that's like all he has is that shot off the start, and somebody figured out how to stop it right away. Masvidal fight, he has the worst striking I've ever seen. Like, I'm pretty convinced that most of the top guys would have fucked Askren up after watching that fight.
I don't know. I'm not that convinced. I think he still is okay. I think he's still good. The Masvidal, not a whole lot we can really say about it. He made a mistake and paid for it. He got submitted by Maya. There's no shame in that. That can happen. Whatever. He still had a great career. I'm not mad at him for retiring. It's probably a good time for him to retire. I would have liked to see him get another win other than the Robbie one, but what are you going to do? He's got other stuff he can do. You mentioned he has to get a hip replacement. That fucking sucks. Yeah, if he does that, there's definitely no chance of him coming back.
He ain't come back. He already came back from retirement once.
Yeah, but other people have come back multiple times. But yeah, I think he's really done. He had a good career. He still got all this wrestling stuff going on. No shame, I don't think, but people still are really shitting all over him. So
yeah, I don't get that. The guy's like one of the most decorated combat athletes of all time. 4-time NCAA finalist, 2-time NCAA champ, 2-time Hodge Trophy winner, Olympian, Bellator champion, 1 FC champion, UFC headliner.
Only lost 2 fights ever.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a great career.
Seen a lot of people talking about the trade, the Demetrius Johnson, Ben Askren trade.
UFC won that trade.
Yeah, I kind of think so too.
Who listening to this has even watched Mighty Mouse fight since then?
And he's had some tough fights over there. I've heard, because I haven't actually watched him, to be totally honest. I would have liked to see him, but they're really just... I've actually tried to, and I just haven't been able to.
Askren made the UFC really fun, like this whole year. And we'll talk about like our favorite moments of the year and stuff. This is kind of like a year-end show since there's not a whole lot to talk about. But, yeah, he made the UFC really fun this year. His fight with Robbie Lawler was in March. Yeah, in March, so that was this year.
And that was awesome.
Fight was
and
awesome.
He won that fight.
The Masvidal fight, like, we would not have got any of this stuff without that fight. Like, Masvidal versus Diaz wouldn't have happened. This big hype train behind Masvidal right now would not be there. And then the Maya fight, I mean, that was fun.
Yeah.
8 in the morning in, like, Singapore. But
yeah.
There's no fights coming up for a while, so we can't really talk shit and defend our belt, but we did defend it last week against Deadbeat. Big Shot said that we are their longest reigning champs in history, so in a few weeks we'll call some of you suckers out, but...
I've got a few names in mind, but I'll wait. I'll wait.
I don't. But yeah, we got the belt. And speaking about belts...
Make sure you're clean below the belt. We've got an ad. I've been waiting to sell out for a while.
Yeah. So support for the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast and Big Heads Media Network comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men's below the belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Mm-hmm. So no more nicking those nards, boys.
Gotta keep it clean.
Go to Manscaped.
No more little Patch Adams down there. Let's get it all clean. All the way through.
So Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology, so this trimmer won't nick or snag your nuts. Mm-hmm. It's also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower.
Yeah, and that's a big pickup right there.
Get 20% off.
You can use in the shower.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BIGHEADS at manscaped.com.
And this is a real serious issue I've been wanting to tackle for a while, so I'm really glad they're behind us.
You don't even want to know.
Because we're behind them.
About his issue.
What? No, I don't have any issues.
You have that one.
Not anymore. Not since Manscaped came into my life. So, did you tell them where to go and how to get? You got the 20% off. I got the
I
promo
already
code.
told
It's
him,
all
man.
in there.
Pay attention.
Open
Open the mirrors.
I was just couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yeah. Maybe you need some ear trimmers.
I don't think they have any of those, but
They could.
moving on.
Go to their website and see. They might. What else did you have on that list? So, fights coming up that got announced. My favorite out of all of them so far, Frankie Edgar versus Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah, that's a fun fight.
I think I take Sandhagen in that fight. Frankie's going down to 135 for the first time. His last push for a title. Sandhagen fights like Dominic Cruz. He moves around like a little goblin man, and he can do everything. He just beat what's that motherfucker's name he beat?
Sandhagen. He just beat a
The
good
Brazilian
guy. I can't think of
dude
it.
Asuncao.
Yeah.
I always get him and RDA mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he beat Asuncao. I don't know. He's still gonna be small compared to this dude. This dude's fucking tall and gonna be bigger than Frankie.
Yeah, it was almost
Yeah,
like
move
there was
around.
no point if he's gonna fight him.
Pop him in the face and move around a lot. That's gonna be a super fun fight though. I don't know. I mean,
That's a
Frankie
tough
could definitely win it.
Sandhagen has been looking great,
Yeah.
but I mean, Frankie has been beating up these hype trains and up and coming guys for a long time. Having the Yair Rodriguez.
I think this guy's past that though.
I do too. I really think Sandhagen's really
He beat
like,
Asuncao.
The last time I saw him fight, I was really impressed with him. But I don't know. We'll see. That's a tough one. I kind of am leaning towards Sandhagen too, which really breaks my heart because I love Frankie Edgar. He's one of my favorite fighters. But I would love to see Frankie, be able to put it together and probably get it to the ground to try to win the fight. But that's an interesting one. I don't know if moving to 135 is. I don't know.
I mean, it was either that or retire. He's not gonna touch the belt at 45.
Well, we'll see if it makes a difference. But
Even if Max ever got beat, Frankie, I would not want to watch Frankie fight Volkanovski.
I would love to watch that fight.
Fuck that, you'd get smoked.
Yeah.
Aldo. Have we talked about Aldo going down?
I think we did a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's the December card. Aldo is going down to that weight too,
How is he gonna make
and
that
he'll fuck Frankie up.
for the third time?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Frankie. Just retire, man. I don't want to watch you get beat up.
I love Frankie. I'm not gonna tell him to retire yet, but I will actually.
If you're listening, Frankie.
Frankie's not listening.
Hey, he might have. We got like 800 views our last show. We usually get like 20.
Yeah.
We
Keep
popped
that,
off.
Keep that up. Keep watching.
Yeah.
If any of you are watching again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I love Frankie, so hopefully he wins that fight and he just keeps
And then,
going for the belt and rematches forever.
we got Joanna versus Zhang Wiley or Wiley Zhang, the champ
Yeah.
that I've seen fight once in my
Zhang
life.
Li, I thought.
Zhang
maybe.
Li. I don't know.
I don't know.
She's
I
really
think
good
I'm
though.
wrong.
She beat the fuck out of Andrade in like 5 seconds. So that'll
I'm
be
gonna pick her against Joanna.
a lot of people are. So that's gonna be like
She's
the
pretty
weirdest
big.
trash talking foreign fight.
I think it's
Ever.
just gonna be Joanna's gonna be saying a bunch of stuff, and she's gonna be like,
My favorite thing about Zhang is anytime the UFC posts something on Instagram, look at the comments, and she comments something every time that makes no sense. It'll be like somebody getting knocked out, and she'll be like, I don't even. Let me go look. You talk for a second. I'm gonna go find it. She comments on everything. It's so funny.
yeah. Joanna also has been saying that she should be going for the BML females belt after Masvidal. Whatever. I don't really see. I always think the BMF thing's a little bit stupid because the champ is the BMF, but I guess I could see. No, I don't actually. I'd probably give that to Shevchenko. What do you think?
Who?
Female BMF?
Shevchenko? Yeah. I don't know. Amanda Nunes.
Oh, Amanda Nunes.
She fucking smokes everybody, and she beat Shevchenko.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking about 115, 125.
Just
Just because
piss me off, I
Joanna
can't
was
find
the
it.
one saying that she wants it.
I can't find it. She does it
Wow.
every time too.
Except for all the ones
Oh,
that you're
here's
looking
one.
at.
It just says "cool" thumbs up, and it's like them posting the fights that they have coming up. But they're usually funnier, and she does it every single time. It's great, but I can't find it.
Big swing and a miss.
Remember when you said Cub Swanson was better than Matt Hughes?
No, I don't. I was really, really drunk.
Because you said that, and you meant it.
Why would you say that? I thought we weren't going to bring that up on here ever.
Yeah.
But you know
that.
what?
You meant that.
Fuck it. I've had a beer. I'll say it again. Fuck it.
Talk about. Look at your little list down there and tell us what other fights are coming.
Cub Swanson is a well-rounded fighter. I'm just saying.
Debatable, but
Not better than Matt Hughes. All right. Then Chiesa RDA. I don't really care too much about that, honestly. They got announced.
I don't know. RDA is gonna win that, right?
I think so. I hope so.
We didn't.
Not that I have anything against Chiesa. I like seeing RDA winning still.
So we've talked about 2 of the fights that got announced for this North Carolina card that just got announced, but we didn't even talk about the main event.
Well, yeah, because it's not for a while. What was the main event?
I don't know.
Do they have a main event?
It's not even on the freaking thing. Let me look.
It might not be
they have a
announced
main
yet.
event.
Is that the one Rosenstrike's fighting over him?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
This card just got announced, but it's already loaded. Like, all those fights we just talked about are on that card.
Am I the only one that thinks Rosenstrike is going to knock over him out?
Probably.
I'm the only one that thinks that?
I don't think that. Oh, Curtis Blades and JDS
All right,
is
cool.
also on that. Yeah, cool, I guess.
Sometimes, like, the heavyweight fights, I feel like the heavyweight fights are kind of harder to get excited for right now because I know that there's no stakes. Like,
And they're all bad.
Nobody's that great, and nobody's going to get a title shot. Like, there's all these names that have been around for a while, and they've been, like, winning fights and stuff, but none of them are going to get a title fight because DC and Stipe, all right. And then Francis might get a title fight if this Jones thing ever happens, which it doesn't really seem like it is.
And then Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Tyson Fury, that'd be crazy.
He'd fuck someone up.
He'd fuck someone up. Would he fuck Stipe up, though, or DC?
No, but probably like JDS.
He would definitely, I definitely think Tyson Fury could come in and be a
I want to see him
top
fight
contender.
Francis Ngannou.
Like, legitimately, I think there's some people he could actually beat.
Tyson Fury versus Francis.
A lot of times the boxers come over and or say they're going to come over or whatever, we talk about it, and there's like, oh, there's no chance, but I actually think Tyson Fury could do pretty well. I mean, because how many great wrestlers are there in the heavyweight division?
Blades,
DC, and
Stipe
is good enough.
That's
Like,
it.
how hard would it be for him to, like, as big as he is, to learn a sprawl? He's pretty athletic.
That's all you have to be as a heavyweight to wrestle.
He just needs to learn to sprawl against a probably not that great takedown, learn how to fight up against the cage, and I think he'd be just fine.
Wrestling is the hardest martial art to learn, but, like, even the good wrestlers, unless you're, like, a D1 All-American, all you have to be good at heavyweight is athletic.
Yeah.
You don't have to know how to wrestle at all.
This is something... So we did get a couple questions for today. This wasn't a question directed towards us, but I don't remember who tweeted it, so sorry, but somebody put up a poll, I think, asking if they consider wrestling a martial art. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think so too, but why do you think so?
Well, if MMA, the UFC, is mixed martial arts...
But that
you
doesn't
look
really
at-
matter to this. So martial arts, martial means deadly. So
I could
martial
kill
arts...
somebody with wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. But I think people don't think of it as a lot of people don't think of it as a martial art because, people wrestle and nobody's really getting hurt. But I think when you're wrestling on a mat, you're you're not getting hurt. But if you do the moves that you're doing on concrete. So this was my whole fucking point that one time that I was drunk and I said if this was on concrete.
Let's retell the story.
No, we've already told it.
That was a long time ago. We need to rehear it.
But it makes more sense now that we're bringing it all back like this, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we got to tell the story.
We've already told it. But
That was like
basically,
4 months ago when we told
basically, I was
I'm gonna
drunk
tell.
watching the fights, and it was Andrade and Rose. She slammed her. I was like, oh, that's why you shouldn't fight wrestlers on concrete because.
That's not what he said.
But that's what I meant to say.
But, okay, that's how he says he said it. This is really what happened.
I think I'm
She
right.
gets slammed and knocked out, and Brennan goes, "That's why you don't fight a wrestler on concrete. You win."
I had a Tito Ortiz moment.
Yeah, and we were all just like, "What do you mean?" Like, that's why you don't fight a wrestler on concrete. You win. as a non-wrestler is fighting a girl in a
But you knew what I
cage
meant.
and losing.
You knew what I meant. But basically, yeah, I think wrestling is martial art because, yeah, you can get really hurt or killed with like the wrestling moves if you do it like not on a wrestling mat. But it's also different. But you know, you learn all the controls and
Is
everything.
judo a martial art?
Yeah, I do say that's a martial art. I've never heard anybody say it's not a martial art. So, if judo is, wrestling definitely is. So there, yeah, fucking, that was a good point. Problem solved.
Yeah, you made that difficult.
No, but what I said, I just explained it deeper than you did. All right.
Didn't need an explanation.
Should we do our questions and then do some of our favorite moments?
Yeah.
All right. One question. Hang on, I want to look up who said it to us so that we're not leaving anybody out.
Well, I know Zoe.
Zoe, yeah, Zoe asked us, which I still want to tell people his at. Zoe is a guy that we've gone up and our picks up against on Big
Not
Shot
only
MMA.
gone up against, completely demolished
That
for the
too.
belt and defended against.
He's who we won the belt from, and we defended against him as well. But he's got a good podcast, though. Check it out. It's Zoe Yours Truly is his Twitter name, at Zoe Yours Truly. Zoe spelled Z-O. What?
That was just funny to me. I don't know.
Whatever.
It'd be weird if you spelled it like...
Z-O-E.
Yeah, that'd be weird for a guy.
His name's Zoe, man. I don't
It's
know
a
what to
weird
say.
name anyway. So
Yeah. But he asked us what our favorite fighter's ring entrance music is.
I wonder if his name's Alonzo.
Ooh, is
Zoe,
it?
what's your name? That's my question for
What's
you.
your name, Zoe? We'll see if
What's
you
your
really
real
listen
name?
to the questions. But we've talked about this before, I think, too. Chris Weidman, obviously, an awesome one. Matt Hughes actually had a pretty good one for who he is.
Country boy, kiss and
Yeah. Who else did we say?
Weidman.
Yeah, I said that just now.
Vandalay.
Silva's is good.
I just said Vandalay.
No, Anderson.
Oh. Yeah, he walks out to,
DMX.
Ain't no sunshine when she...
Chael Sonnen, didn't he walk out to House of the Rising Sun?
I don't know.
I think he did. He did at least once, and I think even before he did it, I said that would be a badass walkout song.
Forrest walked out to the those Boston dudes.
Oh yeah, that was a great one. Fuck.
Dropkick Murphys, right?
Yeah, Dropkick Murphys. It's shipping off to Boston.
And Bisbing walked out to...
Yeah, that's a good one, too. Oh, that'd be a hype one to walk out to.
I wish I would have thought of this like before we came on here, but I'm just like thinking of ones I know, really. DC's is fucking awesome, right above it.
No, yeah, that's a great one. Who was it? Oh, didn't because this was around the time we talked about it last time. Was Uriah Faber walking up to California Love? Everybody went crazy for
classic.
that.
Anytime Connor walks out is dope too, though.
Yeah,
All Connors are cool.
fuck him though.
When he had Sinead O'Connor singing, and then he walked out to "I Get Money" when he fought in New York. I run New York, and it was like mixed with Irish.
Oh yeah,
shit.
that was pretty cool.
That was dope.
All right.
Thanks for the question, Zoe.
Yeah,
and for the
appreciate
belt, punk.
We ran a couple polls also.
We
Should
had
we do the
another
other
question.
All right. This is from Jiu-Jitsu at Pin Zone Joey. He said, what would be your ideal middleweight matchups?
So I got the middleweight rankings here, looking through, because I haven't thought about this yet. I think Kelvin versus Hermanson.
Kelvin
one.
and Hermanson?
I would like to see Till versus Romero.
Yeah. I don't think...
Or Till versus Whitaker.
I feel like Romero and Till... Yeah, I would rather see Till and Whitaker, honestly.
And then,
Because
so...
if Romero would use his wrestling like he's fucking supposed to, he would kill Till.
Yeah.
But they didn't know if...
He's
You
not
never know if he's
gonna.
going to fucking do it.
So Adesanya, like, he beat Whitaker. Ideally, I want him to fight Paulo Costa.
But he's
but
out.
he's out.
So let's just leave him out of all these.
It sounds like he's fighting Romero, which I don't like because Romero doesn't really win a lot. I'd rather him fight Cannonier. But, like, if we weren't talking about the records or what they've done recently, I would much rather see Adesanya versus Romero because I think Romero's a lot better than Cannonier. But,
Yeah.
like, I guess Cannonier deserves it. His situation's kind of like the whole light heavyweight
You saying
situation.
Cannonier to fight for the belt?
Yeah. I guess.
I mean,
Nobody else deserves. I mean, Whitaker just lost. Costa can't fight. Romero's lost 3 of his last 4. Till doesn't deserve it yet. Hermanson just lost.
Yeah, no, he's the guy, I guess, then, because I've thought about this already too, but I'd still rather see Romero fight for the belt. Cannonier he's been pretty impressive, but I don't think he has a shot.
The thing is, though, if Hermanson would have fucked up Cannonier, then it would be no question Hermanson, because Hermanson beat up Jacare.
Yeah.
And then Cannonier beats the shit out of Hermanson, and everyone's like, nah. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You had another thing you were about to ask.
About the polls, or I was going to say...
I think.
Everybody's mad at Costa also right now because he called Adesanya a pussy African, which I'm wondering if he really meant to be racist or not. Because I could see Adesanya calling him a pussy Brazilian.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah. So I don't think
maybe the term
meant
African
to be
is just
racist.
touchy.
I don't know. As
We probably shouldn't be
as a
talking
couple of
about
white
it.
guys, yeah, I was gonna say let's
Yeah.
just leave it, let them figure it out. Yeah.
That's not really it. That's not.
Yeah, that's not. All right.
I was uncomfortable when you said that, even though I shouldn't be.
So we had a couple polls. All right. Well, you just posted who's the best middleweight.
You didn't even
of all
look
time.
at the poll. You just now pulled it up.
No, I posted a poll too.
All right, read the poll.
Your poll was who is the best middleweight of all time? Chael Sonnen, or Chael Sonnen, and Chael Sonnen won 48%, almost half of the votes.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So, the fans have spoken. Did you see the picture I posted?
What picture? Oh, the goat.
Have you seen the meme? The meme is like, I'm going to tell my kids this is this. I put a goat. I said, I'm going to tell my kids this is Artem Lobov. Because it is.
I posted a poll the other day. It said if Henry Cejudo and Mighty Mouse had a trilogy fight, who would you take?
I would take Cejudo.
I actually would too. Demetrius Johnson won 80% to 20%. There wasn't a whole lot of votes on it, but I think Cejudo would win too. Cejudo has definitely been improving. Obviously, you saw him improve from his first fight against him to his second fight, but even since then, it seems like he's just been... he knocked out TJ and then had that big comeback against Marlon. I would take Cejudo. Demetrius Johnson, he's been having tough fights over there, which nothing wrong with that. They have good fighters and won, but I think that Cejudo really actually might have figured it out.
Yeah.
But I understand why people
not
pick
liking.
DJ.
It's just people not liking Cejudo.
I think that's part of it, but it's also
Cejudo beat him the last time. He's got so much better.
Yeah.
How would you not take Cejudo? Cejudo would be the favorite.
No, I can definitely see why people would pick DJ because it was a close fight the first time. A lot of people think that DJ won anyway the first time their last fight. A lot of people think DJ won anyway, which I can see where people would think that, but I think Cejudo won. And because DJ is one of the best ever, so I totally understand why they would pick him. I just would still pick Cejudo. But I picked him the second time they fought, so...
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
I remember having a feeling he would win.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't have to make a pick, so I didn't.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if we've done picks in a while.
Yeah.
We've been focused on this big shot MMA thing, so...
Yeah. Plus, some of the picks were just like this last card. There were good knockouts and stuff, right? We didn't talk about this yet. I don't want to talk about it.
We talked about the last card.
About
What was the last card?
About Jacare and.
Oh shit! No, we haven't talked about that. We don't even need to.
We don't need to. That's what I'm saying. There were some good knockouts on.
It's too long ago.
I don't even remember. I get them all mixed up because there's so many fights now. Do you want to talk about some favorite moments from the year? Or you want to save that for next week because there's no fights coming up?
Yeah, I don't know what my favorite moments of the year are.
Well, we'll do that. Next week we'll do a recap of the year, talk about our favorite moments.
We'll find some categories and we'll do some Twitter polls for them so you guys can vote on yours too.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Smile.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Big Heads Media, putting us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever else we're on.
Yeah, go there and download all that because I think that's how we get paid for ads. I don't think this YouTube works. I know what I care. I want to get paid.
Yeah, well, we don't. Okay, I already explained to you why we don't get paid for YouTube.
I know, but it doesn't. I just want them to know.
Yeah, we get views one time, and he's talking about getting paid now. We get views once.
Yeah, it'll only be like Nothing.
Wanting money, yeah. So yeah, go to Manscaped and get your nuts right
Yeah, keep that shit clean.
for sure. Don't use the
Don't
same.
be selfish.
Don't use the same razor on your nuts as your face. So yeah, like that's on camera.
Yeah, but if they're listening on, if they
That's on
download it on Apple and Spotify, they'll never know.
That's on camera. Yeah. If you want to know what he did, look on YouTube. Yeah, that's it. I think.
Bye.
Peace.